Now we're going to move on to factoring when there is a greatest common factor. I'm actually going to do this one 3 times. First one I'm going to do it the way we are supposed to do it. The way we're supposed to do it is we're supposed to look at this, and I'm going to take up a lot of room. You may not have enough room to write all this. But when you do this the right way, you're supposed to say, hey, look, I see that this has a greatest common factor. There's a 3 that will go into all of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and write it over here so I have room to work at the 3 different times I'm going to do it. So my greatest common factor is 3. 3 times x squared times 10x and then times 9. So I have a trinomial there. What I'm going to do is my answer is going to look like this. 3 and then everything I figured out in the box. Let me go ahead and do this box pretty quickly. It's an easy one to do. X squared, 9. We're going to be looking for 10 in there when you put it in the calculator. X, Y1, Y2, and you're going to get 1 and 9. We're just going to skip ahead to getting that values. So we have 1x and 9x. Oh, and I always find it helpful to write the 1s in here for the box. Kind of helps when we're thinking about factoring them. Factors right here. There's an x in common. X times x, x times 1. See how that 1 came helpful. And then x times 9, and then 1 times 9 works. So we have x plus 1 from here, and x plus 9 from the top part. That's my answer. It's right. That's the ideal way to do this. But the reason I've wanted you to learn a different way is because when we're doing this, there's a very, very good chance you're going to forget to do the greatest common factor. So if you just come in here and you say, oh, it's a trinomial, quadratic, I need to go ahead and factor it, and you come in here and you write 3x squared, 27, it's not going to work if you do it the mathematically correct way. So what I do, the way I've been teaching you, it still will continue to work, but you have to finish it out at the end. Okay, so we go in here, do our A times our C. So my A value now is 3. Go ahead and change that. And my C value is 27. Change this to 3, 27. Go to my table, and I'm going to go all the way down and find positive 30. Okay, 3 and 27. 3 and 27. So this is going to be 3x and 27x. Now we're going to do that GCF thing right here. These both have a 3 and an x available here. 3x times x gets us 3x squared. Notice I did not take the greatest common factor. The greatest common factors of these are 3x. I did not write a 3x here. That would be wrong the way I do it. So I just say 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times 1 is 3x right here. Again, we're not doing GCF here. We're just doing a little puzzle. How do I get 3x? I multiply 3x by 1. Up here, x times 27, and then I check at the end. 27 times 1 is definitely 27. We did it the way I want you to do it. Now, what I end up with is 3x plus 27 and x plus 1. Now you might be thinking at this point, hey, this does not match any of my answer over here. But what I want you to notice in this first one, well, back up why I like this. If you're doing a multiple choice test in this class, ACT, SAT, and you're doing multiple choice, you'll at least see this part. You're not going to see this mess, but you'll see this and realize I'm on the right track, but I may need to do something else. The something else you need to do is say, hey, this has a greatest common factor. 3 and 27 have a greatest common factor. I'm assuming it's going to be easier to see that greatest common factor than noticing the 3 from 3 different terms. So now I can pull that 3 out and say there's x there plus my 9, and I leave this one alone. Plus 1 like that. Now we have the exact same 3 factors that we got up here. I'm going to do that one more time. and we're going to switch these terms in the middle here. Let me see how it works. Y'all don't need to be copying this. Y'all can just watch this one and go through. So I have my 3x squared here. I have my 27 here, and my 27x here, and my 3x there. Here we take a GCF. I see that 3x again. X here, 3 times 9 is 27x. X times 3 is 3x, and then 3 times 9 is 27. So all that's filled in right. Take that out. Always try to take the ones with the bigger numbers first. Like this has a 3 in front, because usually those are the ones with GCFs. So I have 3x plus 3, x plus 9. And you'll notice this doesn't even match this one over here. Again, if you're multiple choice, you'll see, oh, you'll find an x plus 9, but you need that other one, so you realize, hey, I need to take this one step further and get rid of my GCF. Or look for a GCF at least. 3 times x plus 1, x plus 9. Now, 3 slightly different ways we've gotten the same factors. 3 slightly different ways. So again, probably the best way, take the GCF out first, but if you forget that, you can do the GCF at the very end. Just be careful if you're watching my work or looking at your neighbor's work. This stuff might be slightly different, but you'll still get to the same place as long as we do the GCF only once right here.